Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Atlanta have won their 10th game in a row. I mean, and what a season they are having. They have defeated Cagliari 1-0. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I mean, what an achievement it is for Atalanta. Their best run in the history of the club in Serie A. 10 consecutive wins. Not only for for Atalanta as a club, as a whole as well. They've joined the list of other teams who have won 10 games in a row. And the way that they are playing, you are just wondering how long they can continue this run, because they are really good. They are really amazing the way that they are playing. The game ended 1-0. It did not really go as I would have expected. I thought it would have been a much easier for Atalanta. Cagliari are a really tough sort of a team. You don't really know what to expect from them. I said that in the in the prediction video as well, and they really lived up to their unpredictable status in this game as well. They were really good. You have to give your props to Cagliari. You have to give them credit as well. The game in the first half, it was not pleasing on the eye, let's be very honest. Yeah, the game started, and even though Atalanta had majority of the ball, they didn't really do anything with that. For the first half an hour, there was not that many chances that were created. It was just Cagliari defending and letting Atalanta have the ball. But as the game went in, Atalanta had that first chance, but nothing came of it. And then the game started to open up. I think the triple chance that Cagliari had, around the 40-minute mark, that basically changed the game. If I'm being very honest with you, Kanasic had a really good game in the goal for Atalanta. I mean, in my opinion, Zaniolo is gonna get all the credit for the goal that he scored, but for me, Karnasic is the main man. He is the man of the match for me. The way he made some miraculous saves, great saves in that game, and that triple save. There were a couple of saves and then a block in the first attempt. Then again, Cagliari, they gained as the game went on, they started to get more and more confident. And if you look at it objectively, like, they had better chances as compared to Atalanta throughout the game, and their chances were more threatening as well. They were much more impactful as well. But as I said, Krasnic in that goal, he made sure that Atalanta don't concede. We go into the second half, and again, it was like in the second half it was much better as a game of football, to be very honest. Like, it almost became like an end-to-end stuff, both teams really going at it, and chances at both end. But again, I would say Cagliari's chances were a lot better, but unfortunately for them, they were just not really able to finish them off. Kanasic, again, he made a couple of good saves, and then they brought in Zaniolo, and he scores that goal. It becomes 1-0 for Atalanta. I think it was less than a minute when he came on and he scored that goal. Instant impact from him. So that was a huge moment in that game, and that gave Atalanta a sense of confidence in a way. Like, they are already soaring high, but when you are playing, you have won 9 games in a row, and you're playing a game like this, and where in that moment of the time, like, it was an equal type of a game. It's not like that Atalanta were dominating right out, so that sort of puts something in the back of your mind. And when you're playing with this such a big expectation that you have won 9 in a row, so the expectation is that you are going to win 10 in a row. The pressure of being on a winning streak is also a different kind of pressure, and then winning games normally. So they were under pressure, let's be very honest with you, and they get that goal. But I will say, against Cagliari, they did not let them off. After that goal went in, you would have expected Atalanta to be at ease. They were at ease. They had another chance with Lukman there, but he hits the crossbar. But I would still say that in the let's say from 65 to this 90th minute, the last 20-25 minutes, I think Cagliari put on a lot of pressure. They created a lot of the chances, and I really felt that they might go ahead and score the equalizer. I really thought that the streak will not go into the double figures, but Atalanta held on. And again, Kanasic, I think he is the main man. He is the reason that they have held on. And in the end, the game finishes 1-0 to Atalanta. A huge win. They continue to put the pressure on the teams below them. They are, as I say, 10 wins in a row. It is, it's not a small thing. Let's be very honest here. To winning 10 games in a row in Europe, especially when how tight the league is, how competitive the league is this season. To win 10 games in a row, and as I said, they throned Napoli last week. So now they are the ones, at the throne, and they are the ones fighting of the challengers. It was for the first week it was a successful defense of their throne. It will be interesting to see how long they can continue with it. Playing against with Cagliari, they would be really disappointed that they did not get anything out of this game. If I'm being very honest, I really think they deserve something to get out of this game because they were really good. And I would go on a limb and say this, that in my opinion, they were the better side, even though Atalanta had majority of the possession. But the chances they really created, like, they were not that good. I think Cagliari were a much better side. They were the home side. They had a fans around with them, and they played a great football, and they created great chances as well. But they were just not able to finish. I think it was just not, the luck was not on their side today, and they just couldn't pull it off. But if you're looking at performance wise, I think the manager would be really happy with the performance. The fans would be really happy with the performance as well. Playing against an Atalanta side who are in such a good form, and they came to your stadium, and the team really gave it their all, but they just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. And that is, again, I would say, a big credit to Akanasi, the Atalanta goalkeeper, that he made sure that he doesn't concede, he gets the clean sheet, and Atalanta get the 3 points. Overall, it was a good game of football. The first half not that good, but as the game went on, it started to get more and more interesting, and it becomes, second half was quite competitive and really good to watch. Atalanta have won their game. They have told their opponents, they are the ones who are going to play now, that let's come and try to match what we have done. So they have thrown the gauntlet to the other side. So now it's up to the rest of them to take it and try to make sure that they get the points and they don't let Atalanta get away with it. And interesting start to the Serie A first game. We had the game on a Friday as well. Torino somehow won, and now Atalanta have won. So exciting games to come on in the Serie A. Udinese and Napoli are playing later on. That game is going to be very interesting as well. So we're going to talk about that as well. In this, that is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, or what you guys think of Atalanta's performance, and what you guys think of Cagliari's performance. How long do you think Atalanta can last? Continue with this winning streak, because winning 10 games in a row is not an easy thing to do. But how long is it? The 17 is the biggest one. Inter Milan have done it. They have won 17 games in a row. That is the record. Can Atalanta break that record? It is still a lot, long way to 7 games is a big number. It is too far away. If they are thinking of doing that, you don't really have to talk about records. But for them, because how tight the league is, they just have to keep on winning. They have to take every game by game, and somehow keep on winning. And maybe not only would they break the record, they might end up winning the Serie A with the way they are playing. So that's the main thing for Atalanta, in my opinion. Let me know your opinions on this, and do you really think that Atalanta can break that record, or do you think it is going to be really tough for them? And what about Cagliari? What do you think about their performance as well? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the end of this year, so please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and help us out. And as I said, click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos. Until next time, bye bye.